Hi everyone and welcome to the Sandbrook Adventures, where we're here at the Roaring Camp in California, not too far away from Santa Cruz, about to go on a steam train through the forest.
So we are going to be doing the Redwood Forest steam train and we cannot wait.
In fact, the train is just pulling in now. There's departures at 10:30 daily and this place looks absolutely fantastic. So come and join us, have a walk around this Wild West town and go on the steam train. We were stuck in quite a bit of traffic coming down here, so I'm glad that we managed to make it just on time to come and get on the 10:30 train. And here's a look at the stations. Yeah, we just parked up on the car park. It's $10, but it's also, you can book that online. So I booked the tickets online. It was like $30 each. Managed to find a promo code. And here comes the steam train pulling in. And here you got this Wild West town to walk around. And yeah, it looks great. Look at this. Wow, what a gorgeous steam train. Here at the Roaring Camp, yeah, we're not too far away from Santa Cruz at all, and we thought let's come and see this and do it, why not? This looks amazing. Roaring Camp and big trees, yeah, it's going to take us through lots of redwood trees. There's only one departure, so when we're stuck in a bit of traffic I was thinking, oh, I hope we can make it. Fantastic. Alright, let's go on board. And even though we booked our tickets online, they still actually print you out a physical ticket here, which is quite a nice little souvenir that you can take with you. And yeah, it's a round trip that we're going on. It says it takes between an hour and 75 minutes up to Bear Mountain. There we go. I love the ticket. Just there. Fantastic. And here we go. Seated on the train. Yeah, quite open train carriages, which is good. I reckon when it's nice and sunny, they can take the roof off here if they want to. We get ready for our ride on the steam train, and then when we come back in we can have a little walk around this Wild West town just over here, which looks awesome. And yeah, I think along the way we've got some narration. They're going to tell us some facts about the forest that we're going through and about what this train actually used to be used for, because it's got a lot of history to it.
And we're off, folks. Just 5 minutes late. That's pretty good by Amtrak standards. We're early. Once again, folks, welcome aboard the Roaring Camp in Big Trees Narrow Gauge Railroad. Some of you might be hearing that term for the very first time today and asking yourself, so, what does narrow gauge mean? Well, in railroad terms, gauge refers to the distance between the two rails we're riding on. And narrow gauge is any gauge narrower than the American standard gauge of 4 feet, 8.5 inches. This railroad happens to be 3-foot narrow gauge, the most common form of narrow gauge in the United States, very popular on logging railroads. In fact, that big green locomotive up there was originally built for the famous West Side Lumber Company in Tuolumne, California.
Oh, there we go, so it was for logging originally.
The locomotive after where she comes from. That's why we call her the Tuolumne, painted right on her side.
Old carriage just there, look at that beauty. And yeah, the car park was about a 5-minute walk from the ticket area and the station itself. Love the smell of a steam train.
The Tuolumne is not like the typical type of steam locomotive that you may be familiar with from an old Western movie. She's what's known as a Heisler type locomotive, named for her inventor, Charles Heisler. And she's got 2 big cylinders arranged in a V configuration under her boiler, similar to a Harley-Davidson motorcycle engine. Gearbox on the front and rear, which makes her a very powerful all-wheel drive locomotive. All that power does come at a bit of a sacrifice, though. She was built in 1899. She's 124 years old this year. And believe it or not, unlike most steam locomotives operating on heritage railroads today, the Tuolumne has never been retired. That is to say, she has never had a period in her life when she was a static display, or just sitting out rusting away in a scrap pile somewhere. She has been in continuous service since 1899.
Wow, very old train.
When she left the West Side Lumber Company to come to Roaring Camp in 1963, she loaded herself onto the flat car that brought her here. And when she arrived in Selden, well, she was steamed up and unloaded herself from that flat car, and she's been in service here on our railroad ever since. she lets us know it sometimes too.
Oh, it's very nice so far. We're now making our way into a redwood forest just here, and this has never been logged before, hence why it's so beautiful. All the different bits of machinery down the side. It's the beautiful forest just here. Very nice and seen it. We just made it on time, didn't we, Charlotte? Eh?
Oh no, I was panicking in the car. I was like, we're just not going to make it because the traffic was so bad, but we made it.
There was a lady just that looked like she missed it, wasn't there?
We had a few tickets left and she was running in, but she missed it.
Oh wow, how beautiful is this?
Folks, the trees surrounding our train now are the tallest variety of trees in the world. They're also some of the oldest too. These are the California coastal redwoods, and scientifically these trees are known as Sequoia sempervirens, which translates to the ever-living redwood. These trees have an average height of 250 feet.
Wow,
but they can grow to be
250 foot tall
380
trees.
feet tall, and an average age of 750 years old.
Wow,
But these
750-year-old trees.
2,200 years old, making them older than the calendar we currently use. But folks, the genetics on these trees are older than any calendar ever used. See, the main way that these trees reproduce is through their roots. You might notice as we travel through the forest today, you see a large tree surrounded by several smaller trees. These small nursing trees are all genetically identical to their mother tree and have sprouted up from her roots.
Tell you what, it's tight for the train to get through there. It says the top speed of 15 miles an hour on this loco.
Living things on the planet Earth. And if you're still not convinced that these are big trees, well, there's going to be a sign on the right up here.
Big trees. Oh, this is stunning so far. What a location for a steam train. You know what it reminds me of a little bit? The one at Dollywood, actually, in Tennessee. Looks like we're going over a little trestle bridge now. Whoa.
We're now crossing over Indian Creek Trestle. This trestle is 42 feet tall and has the tightest radius curve of any wooden trestle on the entire North American continent. If you missed any of that, don't worry. We'll be going over it again later. So remember to remain seated. It's incredibly hard to stick the landing from 42 feet in the air.
Oh, there's somebody down there in the forest. Yeah, it looks like you can walk around this area. Gives you an idea on the size of the tree though. Look at him and look how tall they are. Yeah, he said they can grow up to 380 feet, I think he said. Make our way over this 40-foot tall trestle bridge. Stunning, the redwood trees though.
Here, folks, you're going to hear that 124-year-old girl up there dig in and start working hard. And that's because we're going to be traveling up an 8.5% grade. What that means is, for every 100 feet we travel forward, we're going to be rising 8.5 feet.
Oh, the train's using a lot of power to get up here. Giving it all it's got. You're looking out for some bears, are you, Charlotte?
I am looking out for bears or any other wildlife.
I bet there's loads here. Pretty cool how you can walk around there. There's someone else just up there. Or like hiking trails, and yeah, you didn't need to like buy a ticket to just come and walk around this area either. The ticket is just for the parking and the train. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could just come and visit here without going on the train and just walk around the Wild West area, and obviously all these hiking trails, like that lady just up there.
You get woken up by a train passing through your neighborhood in the middle of the night. Don't get mad at the engineer for blowing the whistle. He's just trying to
Grizzly
keep his
Flats.
job. And now at this time, folks, I'm going to be passing up to the train here to check your tickets. So please have your tickets out and ready for me.
Wow, look how close the trees get. Literally within a couple of inches there. There's the conductor, all dressed up. As we continue chugging up the hill just there. Into the next part of the forest here now, into Deer Valley. Will we see any deers? Who knows?
No idea.
No idea, Charlotte, no idea. What about any bears? Have you seen any yet?
Not yet. Not yet. I'm always trying to my list.
Well, really enjoying the ride so far. Some fantastic scenery. And yeah, it's quite rare seeing like a steam train be so close to such massive trees. Like normally they're a lot more open, aren't they? Yeah, literally right in the trees, which is very cool here at Roaring Camp. And yeah, we're continuing to climb up. He was telling us just something about we're going to reverse and then keep on climbing. I'm not too sure what he meant. Something to do with the switch track, so we'll find out in just a second what that will involve. Look at this tree that's fell down here. Ah, here we go. Track going up that way. So yeah, this is what he was saying. I think we're going to reverse down this section from what he was saying. Quite interesting. I do like how you've got narration on the tour though, giving you lots of facts and things along the way. Oh wow, look at that up there. Old bit of bridge just there. Look at that. So yeah, he was telling us how they had a fire here. I think he said back in the 1970s. So this is where the fire was. Oh, you see some more of the remains of that on the left there. That's quite interesting. There it is, look. The remains of that trestle bridge.
Sounds that old Tuolumne's going to make as she backs us up this steep grade. It's one of the only places in the entire world you can hear a steam locomotive work this hard.
Back as we go. There we go, so we're leaving the track that we came down just now and heading up this steeper grade just here. Spring Canyon. It's really unique. I don't know what he meant now. So we came to an end just there, and then we've been pushed up this bit because of how steep it is. And I tell you what, this train is having to work very hard to go up the steep gradients, especially pushing us backwards up this section just here. There's the other bit of track. And then it'll move the switch track across. We'll be able to continue up. There we go, so that's called Hallelujah Junction, because the first time they tried to bring a train up there, it took 9 attempts. And even to this day, they still struggle to get trains up sometimes. So yeah, the engineer did a good job today. And we continue climbing up to Bear Mountain. Shows how steep the gradient is though when you see it just down there.
To put that grade that we backed this train up into perspective for you, a normal standard gauge railroad like Amtrak, Union Pacific, or Caltrain, well, they consider a 2.5% grade to be absolutely extreme. We just backed this train up a 10.5% grade, and the locomotive that got you here is 124 years old. Folks, the railroad you're riding on today is considered to be one of the most extreme in the entire country in terms of tight curves and steep grades. In fact, it's said, if you can get a train up and down this mountain, you can railroad almost anywhere in the world.
And the sun's starting to break through the trees now, lovely. Maybe that means we're near the top, I'm not too sure.
We get more fuel for our locomotive.
That's quite interesting. So they use recycled oil to power the train instead of wood or coal. And that's why the smoke mostly isn't black that's coming out of the top.
Much like the captain on the ship. This train is my baby. And those guys up there.
Beautiful scenery. I tell you what, it must have took some building this.
Please return to the train when you hear 4 toots on the whistle. That's Morse code for the letter H.
So we're nearly at the top then now.
Hurry up.
We've got about 10 minutes to get off the train, stretch our legs.
You're going to hear 2 toots on the whistle.
And we're going to be looping back down this track here.
And that means I'm leaving you behind.
Yeah, it's basically a big loop around this top section now. Wow, look at these trees. Yeah, he's saying that these are up to 2,000 years old, this ring of trees here. There we are, welcome to the top of Bear Mountain. There's the bear. Looks like they got some restrooms up here as well. So we've got about 10 minutes to have a bit of a stretch. I'm really enjoying it so far. So we've been about 50 minutes on the train coming up here to the top of Bear Mountain, and the scenery was amazing along the way. The massive redwood trees, the trestle bridge was really pretty, and yeah, looking forward to seeing some different angles to make our way back down. But no, really enjoying this so far. A great experience, and obviously it's going to be a bit longer than an hour to 75 minutes because it took like almost an hour to get up here to the top. He did just give us a word of warning though to not touch like anything up here, like no plants or anything, because 85% of the plants around are poisonous, and basically within 4 hours you come out with a rash and then it can spread to the whole body, and then yeah, it takes like 8 weeks I think he said for it to clear. So if you're coming up here, yeah, don't touch any of the plants or anything all the way around. But yeah, you get some lovely views of the train just down here, so we're going to have a look at the loco down at the front. And here's Charlotte.
I'm there coming in.
Have you seen any wildlife?
No, I've seen nothing.
There we go. You're enjoying the train ride there?
Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? Like, it takes a lot to get up that hill, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, a lot of power. Very authentic. We're going to have a look at the loco down at the front now. Yeah, it's great. Obviously you can bring dogs as well if you're a dog owner by the looks of it. And you can walk around this whole area. So yeah, we're not like in a gated off park or anything. We're literally just in this area of beauty, really. What a lovely train. It's nice to go on a proper steam train like this though, that's not in a theme park actually. We need to do some more heritage railways back home because there's some great ones around. I used to do a lot more, and yeah, I'd like to do some more for the channel and take you all along. There we go. And yeah, it's still a family owned business this, which is great. We get right up close to the loco now. Stunning this is. Wow. There's the engineer and the fireman in there. You feel the heat coming from it, you know. It's the beauty of what's powers up. Wow, look at that. That is stunning. Beautiful train. Great to get so close to it once it's powered up as well, like this. All fired up. Beautiful. I love how you can just get up close and personal with the loco as well. There's a lot of power in this old beauty. Oh, well, the engineer's just sounded the whistle 4 times, and that means we need to get back on the train, else we'll be left up here with the bears.
I don't want to be left here.
Back on we go.
Reach stop and line a switch ahead of our train. And once we get rolling again, you're going to see me kneeling down on the left-hand side of the train, looking under each of these cars as they pass me. Don't be offended if I don't wave at you as the train goes by. I'm just making sure all the brakes are still there and that everything looks good before we descend the mountain today.
Down the mountain we go. Rolling down the hill we go. I think this will take a lot quicker to get back down now. So yeah, basically the conductor just got off to make sure that all the brakes are working fine and he'll jump back on. You don't want to be going down from a mountain on a train with no brakes.
We use to slow down and stop our train. I know I would be. Well, we use a system here called the Westinghouse automatic air brake. And this is actually the reverse of what you might think an air brake system is, in that we actually use the air pressure to release the brakes. This makes it a fail-safe system, so if we're traveling down this mountain today, and this train breaks in two, the air lines between the cars would instantly be severed. The air pressure would bleed off, and the brakes would automatically go into emergency, bringing this train to a stop, and we wouldn't have a roller coaster on our hands. Now, this system was invented by George Westinghouse in 1869. But, railroads being railroads, they were very reluctant to accept this newfangled technology because it cost money. And they didn't fully accept it until 24 years later, when the federal government passed the Railroad Safety Appliances Act, requiring all trains be equipped with the Westinghouse automatic air brake. In fact, railroad brakemen were the second most dangerous career in the world at that time, behind coal mining. They lost an average. They lost that around the water dam. They're looking pretty better.
There's the burnt out section just down there, the old trestle bridge. There's the switch track just there, going all the way across. And obviously we'll be going back down that way. There it is. Yeah, we'll reverse down this section again and then continue forwards. And here we go, backing up now down to the switch track. Shows you just how steep this is. You can see the section of track just down there. We'll be continuing on with our journey down the mountain. It's the steepest one of these in North America. And we're on the move forwards again. Should get a nice view of the trestle bridge that we crossed over on the way up shortly. Should get a better angle of it on this side of the train. It was on the other side when we were coming up, where we would have got the better views. Yeah, obviously with us coming downhill much faster than when we were coming up. Tell you what, it smells so nice.
Known as a hydraulic mine. This meant that to extract the gold, they blasted that mountain with high pressure water and chemicals. Now they quit doing this around 1930, and today, folks, the Caltrans uses that location to get base material for all the roads in California. Now that material does still have trace amounts of gold in it, so if anyone ever tells you that the roads of California are paved with gold, it's not a lie. But they're still terrible.
Here's that beautiful trestle bridge coming up just here. Look at that.
Now, coming up here, folks, we're going to have a real show for you. We're going to make a brief stop up here and line a switch ahead of our train. And once we get rolling again, our fireman is going to do what's known as a slowdown procedure. This is done to clean the sediment out of our boilers, because if you've ever accidentally boiled an entire pot of water down to nothing, like I did last night, you know that there's sediment left in the bottom of the pot. And this procedure cleans that sediment out of our boiler. What you're going to see is a huge cloud of steam coming out of the left-hand side of the locomotive. Again, that's going to happen just as soon as we get rolling again after this brief stop up here.
There we go, that's what they call a blowout. You like that?
Yeah, that was big, wasn't it?
Whoa! Now we're pulling back down now to Roaring Camp.
My name is Kevin, and this has been the Redwood Forest Steam Train. If you didn't enjoy yourselves, then my name's really not that important. And this has been Amtrak. Thank you for riding.
What a beautiful train. That dog doesn't think so though.
Also, folks, to answer the number 1 and number 2 questions here at Roaring Camp, the restrooms are going to be in the red building near the rear of our train.
Here we are, back at the camp.
Once again, folks, please remain seated till we come to a full and complete stop in the depot here. We do have to line up our old steam locomotive perfectly with the water tower. Takes a couple of tries sometimes. You get a little bit bumpy and jerky here.
Well, we made it back here to the station after an awesome ride there on the railroad. Didn't really know what to expect other than a scenic journey through the trees, and it was really nice. Some good surprises along the way as well with the track, wasn't there?
The narration on the train really made it because it was giving you facts and telling you stuff along the way, which really was good.
Fantastic, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, a recreation of like a logging railroad, and yeah, it was just fantastic to go on there. Really enjoyed that, and overall it was a bit of a longer experience than what I was expecting. We came in at like 12:10, we departed at 10:30. So yeah, it was like a really good long experience. It said like an hour to 75 minutes. It was actually a little bit longer than that, which is fantastic. Of course, you've also got the Roaring Camp to walk around just here. I don't think there's loads to see, but they have got like a little general store, and also there's somewhere to get some food. So we'll just have a little look here before we go. So you got Georgie's Food and Drink Cookhouse, established 2014. I was going to say the building doesn't really look that old. And there's a general store right next door, just over there. Oh, it rhymed. General store, right next door. Yeah, you got hot dog, $9 just over there. Corn dog, $9. Nuggets, fries. And yeah, there's quite a few areas just to chill. You also bring a picnic if you wanted to, and they actually do like a picnic that you can buy from here. Actually, we've just seen someone pick one up. Chuck Wagon Barbecue. Obviously, it's pretty quiet around here today. I'd imagine it's a lot busier on a weekend than a weekday. Restroom just off to the left. And all the platform just over here, and yeah, you can walk all through the redwoods. Like I say, you don't need to actually pay anything to come and actually walk around this area. Now, I actually only heard about this railroad thanks to a lot of your comments over on Theme Park Worldwide, because when we were down at Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk last week, we saw this train pull in just down there, and we were like, oh, you know, where does that go? Did a bit of research and found this place just here, and so it was great that you all commented and let us know what the train was from, so really appreciate that, because I did my research and then we found out about the Redwood Forest train, because obviously they also run trains from here down to Santa Cruz. Now at the moment they're just weekends only, we're here on a weekday, but yeah, they do like a couple of different options. One of them is where you can get the train down there for an hour, you've got the hour layover and then the train ride back, and they were telling us that there's another one the way you can get the train down there, have a 5-hour layover to enjoy the beach and of course the boardwalk, and then get the train back. So yeah, it's something that you know, maybe worth looking into if we come back again. But it was really nice. We've got the little general store over here, so we're going to have a look inside. Yeah, very authentic. All the waiting rooms just here. Very nice. The old ticket office just here. Yeah, fantastic. Looks like they have quite a few different events and things going on at different times as well. But yeah, just one train a day. 10:30 at the moment. And there's more departures on a weekend. Oh, here we go, inside the general store. Nice model train running around the top of the shop. That's cool, the little buildings. How nice is this? Sign just over here. Even got their own little mascot just here at Roaring Camp as well. Little bear, $15.99 plus tax. Quite a other few different souvenirs. Got some Thomas things here. I wonder if Thomas runs here then sometimes. There we go, got a little boardwalk area just up there, look. Just on the top, that's pretty cool. And all the different shirts just here as well. In Felton, California. Little train key rings. Got some nice mugs as well. Got this little museum just next door. Oh, this is cool. Some old pictures. Oh, that's a nice one with the bridge just there. Santa Fe train, and oh, this is really cool. Do you like how they celebrate the history? You see that a lot in America though, like displaying things. That's really nice. These are old pictures from over the years on the different trains. Yeah, what a beautiful location. That's what really made it, going through and seeing all the redwoods. That was really nice. Different signage down here. There's some lovely models around at the side too. Lots of information all around here. Big Trees Ranch before Roaring Camp was constructed. Ah, I see, so that's the area where we are now. Pretty cool. Yeah, not to be missed that. If you're coming in, just have a little walk into the shop. And you can see that. You can buy your own little model trains just here as well. And another building they've got down here is the Opera House and Meeting Hall. The Bret Hart Hall just there. There you go. So you must be able to like hire that out, and maybe sometimes they do events and things in there as well. What a really nice little place to come and see. I mean, obviously if you come in here, you want to be going on the train. That's definitely the highlight, but there's a couple of other bits to walk around. And maybe if all members of your party didn't want to go on the train, there's still some areas just to chill out and have a little walk around just here. What's this just up here? The Town Marshal, the Village Print Shop. Have a little look at this. All these different printing machines just here. It's quite interesting. Do love all these Western style buildings. Another nice scene just laid out on display there too. What's Charlotte doing over there in the Telegraph office down here? Are you ringing?
It's not, it's Morse code.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So it's like you press the button, so... And then you can spell something out.
Ah, there you go. Morse code. Well, that just brings us to the end of our visits here to Roaring Camp in California and the end of this series of vlogs from the San Francisco area. We've had a fantastic time though. I've really enjoyed the train. The scenery made it, the commentary was good. It's a nice little place to come, isn't it?
It is, it's really nice. Like parking's $10 if you are coming down here, but the parking is quite big and you can pay online or you can pay at the little booth when you're driving as well.
Yeah, I'd recommend booking tickets online if you're coming to something like this just to avoid disappointments. I mean, especially on a busier day like a weekend. I always say that with attractions. You're probably best booking online, but still I really enjoyed it. I did manage to find a discount code actually online as well, which brought the price down by quite a bit, so it's always worth like searching out for your discount codes and Groupon and all that kind of stuff before booking anything like this, because you might be able to save a few dollars here and there, a few pounds, a few dollars, wherever we are. But no, it's been fantastic, and of course you've enjoyed all the different vlogs that we've put on from this part of the trip. I mean, we've seen and done so much, haven't we, Charlotte?
Oh, it's been so good. We've done loads, we've seen so much stuff, we've been in so many places, we've saw Halloween bits, it's been brilliant.
Yeah, so many different sites, and of course there's loads more vlogs coming up from our trips, and we look forward to taking you along on many more adventures. Head over to Theme Park Worldwide to see our different vlogs from the theme park side of this trip, and you never know, if there's anything else that we see along the way or stop off and do, we'll put it up here on this channel. But our main part of the sightseeing for this trip was in the San Francisco area. Obviously we've done like the Los Angeles attractions a couple of years ago, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the Hollywood sign and all that kind of stuff. We've done that in the past. Bye! See you later. Yeah, we've done that in the past, so we thought we don't want to be repetitive and go and do that stuff again, like we did like all the Walk of Fame and stuff only 2 years ago. So we're not going to be doing any vlogs from that this time. But there we go. Well, thank you very much for watching, and have your own adventures. Bye everyone.